Six Flags Fiesta Texas is located in San Antonio, Texas, and with it being home to almost 40 world-class rides, there is no wonder it is so popular. However, today we're going to count down the top 10 rides at Six Flags Fiesta Texas. Starting off at number 10, we have Pandemonium, and no matter whether you want to spin non-stop or are just looking for another fun family coaster, then this is the ride for you. The only thing is though, this is not your normal spinning coaster, as instead of just spinning around a really fun layout, not only will you spin around many twists, turns, helixes and airtime hills, but you do all of this whilst also facing inwards, meaning that if you are in a group more than two, you can watch your friends' rather funny but also scared faces go around. Just remember, they can also see yours too. Who here loved their good old childhood swing? Well, of course you did, but do you know that over here at Six Flags Fiesta Texas, they have taken your typical childhood swing to the next level on our number 9 spot, SkyScreamer, the Park Sky Swing. And for starters, with it standing at a height of 200 feet, I already know that some of you are like, no way Jose. However, it does not stop there, as once you have made it to this height, you and up to one other thrill seeker will swing outwards, creating one, if not the most petrifying experience of your life. For our number 8 spot on our top 10 list, things are about to turn a lot more dizzy, as we have Batman the Ride, and themed towards, believe it or not, Batman from the DC Comics. This S&S 4D spin coaster is definitely not for the faint of heart. Nevertheless, before we do begin to talk about the ride itself, with it being a very common type of coaster, if you are heading to the park on a busy day, then we would recommend the more unique attractions first. Yet if you do get a chance to ride, you will definitely not be disappointed, with in a nutshell your car racing around a pinball style track whilst also spinning in every direction imaginable. How cool is that? You can't have a Six Flags park without a Batman clone, and Six Flags Fiesta Texas is no exception, as taking our number 7 spot we have Goliath, and despite it being a very common ride, like our number 8 spot, with its bright colour scheme and incredibly fun layout, it would feel wrong not to give this ride a go on your visit. For me though, what makes this ride so great is the fact that not only do you complete all of those beloved drops, loops, zero-G rolls, wingovers, as well as the twists and turns at a speed of 50 miles per hour, but due to this ride being an invert, you do all of this whilst your legs are dangling, which is pretty awesome if you ask me. Have you ever been on a unique coaster? Well, if so, then you have not been on our number 6 spot, Poltergeist, as not only has it got one of the weirdest names to pronounce, but it has also brought the word unique up a notch, as this 1999 classic is definitely not your normal coaster. However, that does not mean it is bad at all. If anything, it makes it miles better, as from the moment your car launches off, you will flip, twist, turn and complete every direction imaginable in an 80-foot spaghetti track, and therefore there is no doubt in my mind that this is a must-do ride on every visit to the park. Top 5, and coming in for this position, we have Scream, and if you guess by the name that this is not for the faint of heart, well then you would be correct, as this is the park's 205-foot drop tower. However, nor is this your normal drop tower, as there is not one, not two, but 3 different towers, all with extremely petrifying experiences. Nevertheless, for the scariest ride, head onto the Combo Tower, because not only will you pause and drop from the height, but you will also shoot up and bounce too, and you do not need to be a rocket scientist to know that is plain down intense. Let me tell you a joke. What is calm and relaxing at the park? The Joker Carnival of Chaos. Ding ding. Okay, that was a horrendous joke. However, our number 4 position, the Joker Carnival of Chaos, sure isn't. With you, of course, if you think you are brave enough to do so, being able to board a giant disc with up to 39 others to then both spin around, whilst also rising up and down at 75 miles per hour to an unbelievable height of 17 stories, making it one of the tallest pendulum rides in the world, and an experience which, trust me when I say, will never ever be forgotten. Here we are at the top 3 rides at the park, and taking our number 3 position, we have Superman Krypton Coaster, and ever since its debut in the year 2000, this has always been a fan favourite, and I think it is very easy to see why. As for starters, just looking at this ride is incredible, with its giant cliff backdrop and Superman model on the loop, and this only continues on the ride itself, with your car heading around a 2-minute layout full of many steep drops, inversions and fun elements without a floor underneath you. And so I think it is very easy to see why it is at our number 3 spot. Between number 2 and 1, it was tough. However, after a lot, and I mean a lot of consideration, we've decided to put Wonder Woman's Golden Lasso coaster at the number 2 spot. And wow, is this ride amazing or what? Created by the world famous RMC as one of their single rail models though, before we even begin to talk about the ride, you should already want to board, and you should definitely do that, because that single rail car that you have just boarded will complete some of the most crazy elements ever created on a roller coaster at what feels like 1,000,000 miles per hour, and therefore a trip to Six Flags Fiesta Texas would be nowhere near complete without a ride. We have made it to the number 1 spot, and in our opinion for the best ride at the park, we have got no other than Iron Rattler. And where do I begin when talking about this ride? As if I was going to talk about every great part, we would literally be here all day. But to start from the beginning, as soon as you've seen the spectacular wood and steel structure queued up and then boarded the ride itself, you will instantly be sent up a 179-foot lift hill, followed by, and get ready for it, an 81-degree drop, 4 overbank turns, 0G rolls, airtime hills, your classic RMC twists and turns, and so much more, all around the cliff edge, and therefore we have to put this ride at the number 1 spot. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.